What's up, Lego builders? Welcome back to Coconut Brick Studios for week 1 of building Ryloth. Before we actually get into the building, I have to show you guys what exactly I'm going to be doing with Ryloth, because other than telling you guys my next mock was going to be on Ryloth, I haven't really told you anything. So what I'm going to be building is kind of a recreation scene of a scene from the Clone Wars, the animated TV show. It's the last stand of, I think it's pronounced Ima Gundi. It's a Jedi. I'm not really sure how to pronounce the name, but anyways, him and his clone troopers are on Ryloth, and they've kind of bottlenecked the droid army in this little canyon area, and they're trying to hold them off so Twi'leks can get away and get some supplies. And so what I wanted to do was kind of recreate that scene, but several, maybe like months or years later after the scene had happened. So Obi-Wan Kenobi and his 212th Attack Battalion have come and visited the same place. So obviously Ima Gundi isn't going to be there, none of his clone troopers, because they were all killed. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have Obi-Wan Kenobi come back to that same spot with his clone troopers a while later and kind of pay his respects. And plus, I really liked the look of that layout. Those tall canyon walls are going to give me great practice for building Utapau. This mock is not going to be on your traditional gray or green base plates. It's actually going to be completely freeform, and I did this for a couple reasons. One, it looks better in my opinion, and two, I really need to practice my freeform, so this will give me a great opportunity to do so. I think that's about everything you guys need to know, so let's go start building. So I've got all these parts that I ordered in for Utapau, but I was planning on using most of them or some of them for Ryloth as well, because this will help give me a good idea of like how many pieces I still need for Utapau, and it'll help me work on my rock work for Utapau as well. I bought olive green brick and plate, and there should be even some olive green plants in here somewhere. I got a lot of these olive green plants because in this mock I'm building, there are going to be a lot of these dark olive tan trees, because those are pretty prominent on Ryloth, and in the canyon that I'm going to be building, you see a decent amount of them growing throughout. Like I said earlier, this is going to be a freeform mock, which means I won't be using the traditional gray or green base plates, just the smaller flat plate that I have. This will allow me to make a little bit more of a dynamic looking mock base. I also have a bunch of 212th troopers for this mock, led by the Clone Wars version of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm still not sure if I'm going to be using all of these 212th troopers or not. Let me know down in the comments if you think I should use them all or just a portion. Now that I've shown you guys the minifigures that are going to be used as well as the pieces, it's time to get the general layout of the mock built so I can finally start working on the mock and kind of figure out what exactly this is going to look like. So I have a ton of leftover plate from Naboo, and I'll probably be using some from Umbara as well. But what I'm going to do now is take all of this and build a freeform base. But enough talk, let's finally get building. Now that the time lapse is done and I have the base all, well, mostly put together, hopefully you guys will have a little bit better of an idea of what this is going to look like. So in the back here, we're going to have two large cliff faces, just like in the actual scene from Clone Wars, how there's a larger open area in the front and then it kind of bottlenecks down into the back cliff area. The next part of this mock is going to be kind of, in my opinion, what makes freeform the most unique, and that is putting the side detailing on the mock. So I can't just have this green exposed in these blocky corners like this. So I have to put a lot of slope pieces together like this to make a really not only smooth but natural looking transition to make it look like, this is actually part of the terrain, and just to add some cool detailing on the side. And then I have to transition from brick like this down to plate. I think I'm gonna have plate kind of in this front area right here. And then as you get back to where the taller cliffs are, things will raise up to be more like this. So that's kind of the next big step, and then we'll take a look again once I have more of the edging figured out. Things are looking good. I made a lot more progress on this plate side, and I'm now realizing I am woefully unprepared when it comes to smaller plate like 2x plate and smaller 1x plate. So I'm definitely going to need to make a large order this week. So I think maybe next we'll focus more on kind of this rockier side and then take a little bit of a break with the plate. That being said, I think this about wraps up this episode. I think we got good progress done for week 1. I figured this one would be mostly a planning one, helping you guys capture and understand my vision and goals for what this MOC looks like. So let's hit that outro. I hope you guys enjoyed this week of building Ryloth. I had a lot of fun. I think I'm going to enjoy this MOC more than I thought I did. I really enjoy doing the freeform techniques, and I'm excited to kind of hone my skills and get better at that. If you guys have any questions about this MOC, feel free to let me know down in the comments. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up. And as always, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing so you won't miss out on future content or future updates of Ryloth. But until next time, happy building.